This is the Object 268 version 4. It is a tier 10 Soviet tech tree tank destroyer, and it's a vehicle I have been quite excited to try out on the channel. Mainly because of the fact that this tank has an insane amount of armor. And it's probably the most armored tank in the game, to be completely real. We can see it here. This is what an STB sees with about 260 mils of AP, so pretty average amount of pen for any tier 10. 335 on the lower plate, 314 on the superstructure, and it's not a ricochet on the edges. Okay, load heat, you might say. Well, it's still pretty hard to pen. You'll notice that the upper plate, when aiming down on it, is pretty easy. So if you have people above you, you're going to be very weak. You've got the entire upper plate, you've got the superstructure, and the roof. So don't let people get above you. But if they're below you at an angle like this, and you turn the tank, you know, to the max degree you can turn it, well, the lower plate's 350, the upper plate's 400, the corners are 460, and yeah, there's nowhere to pen it apart from the hatch. Now, to be fair, the hatch is fairly large, and you can pen it quite easily. But when this vehicle is aiming at you with a 650 damage per shot gun, I'm not going to be worrying about the hatch unless I'm fully hull down. I'm going to be focusing on trying not to get penned, especially when you realize that this vehicle has 360 mils of heat, which is more than enough, and 290 mils of AP. So, yeah, the V4 is quite dangerous in that regard. Now, I'm running, when it comes to my equipment, we've got rammer, obviously, in the firepower slot to get 11.5% faster reload. Pretty solid DPM, actually, on this tank at 2,800. We are also running bounty hardening to give us more HP at 2,200-ish. And we are also finishing that all off with a bounty turbocharger to give us higher top speed and higher reverse speed. I actually didn't realize this, but a bounty turbo is kind of just worse than an experimental T3. The T3 has the same boost to top speed and reverse with just better buffs all around on the other characters. I mean, yeah, sure, it's got a little bit less engine power, but I'd much rather have the traverse speed and on-movement dispersion of the T3 versus just the boost on engine power here. But I don't know. I just put this on because I could. So we're going to see what we can do in the V4. I have a feeling it's going to be some nasty things. I do feel like you should definitely run hardening, though, on any vehicle like the V4, because obviously you're going to get tracked a lot, especially when you're trying to angle the hull. It's going to be a very poor track. So that's the major thing that I have focused on here, is making sure we have quick track repair times. What do we have up against us? We got two mice. I don't expect to see the mice going towards the ridge, but you never know. I'm obviously going to be going towards city. This is not a vehicle that has good gun depression, so I'm not going to drive it to a spot that it's not going to be able to work. You shouldn't need to load heat, but if we do, we obviously have intuition, so it should be a fairly quick reload. This camo looks so cool on the tank. Alrighty, I'm really excited to see how this works out. I mean, the only bad thing is obviously I could bite off a bit more than I can chew and over-aggress, but we do have an E100 making its way to town. It's so weird coming from World of Tanks Blitz, where the stock gun on the E100 is much worse to PC, where it's actually considered the better gun, or at least viable. But mobility-wise, you can see this thing's fast. We're chilling at 45 kilometers per hour right now. The power to weight on this tank is really good. I just recorded my video on the 268 version 5, and that tank does not have a lot of mobility. So when you pair that tank, which, you know, is supposed to be pretty fast, to this vehicle, it is kind of a funny comparison there. Now, we got the mice in the open. We might be able to get a shot into the mouse. We're just going to aim for about 18 years really quickly. And, yeah, shell went low, unfortunate. Oh, well, not the end of the world. I'm not really worried about the mice because they're going to have a hard time penning me as it is. But we don't have that much support in the town, so that is something I'm going to have to keep in mind. All right, we're going to go all the way up top here. I think holding the high ground is a more important decision. Looks like we are not doing well on the other side of the map, though. That's really bad. So hopefully we can win over here. And at least if we don't win, hopefully I can get out some good bonks. We got the TVP spotted again. Okay. Nobody's really shot him, though. All right, let's see. Where did the mice go? I don't think they went fully wide, to be honest, but I don't know where the V4 is. Oh, they actually did go fully wide. Interesting. Okay. Well, we are not spotted personally, and don't think I can pen the mouse's upper plate at this angle. We really can't do much to these mice at this angle here. But, there you go. 623 shell into his vehicle. Not bad. However, I don't know where we got penned. Interesting. Okay, well, and I'm not too worried about it. I just don't know where we got penned. Kind of weird. Alright, let's reload, and we might be able to cut through that. Yep, there you go. 360 mils a heat pen moment. Obviously, with the good DPM we feature as well, we can just murder these mice pretty easily. All right, let's reload again. Mouse bounces me. Okay, pretty good. I mean, I want to push these guys, and I'm going to try to if I can. We're going to go wide here. Oh, that's not what I want. All right, well, we got a 57 heavy in front, and nobody's bouncing me. We also have the TVP on our side, which is not good. We have a damaged ammo rack, but thankfully the 57 bounces me there. Well then, yeah, we have bled a lot of health at this point. Not worth, I have to admit. The problem is, actually, we're winning the other side. I take it back. I just kind of over-aggressed there. I don't know. Just kind of had the inner V4 in me aggress there. Take a blind shot. I'm pretty sure that didn't hit, but why not? We got to wait for our ammo rack to come back as it is. Our U100 did get to play aggressive, though, with us pushing up there, so I'm not too mad. It's not the biggest deal ever. And we still have enough health to do some work on our opponents. We can still take a shot from basically anybody on the enemy team. I'm just rather, not surprised, but it was just a little unfortunate the 57 heavy went right where I was. All right, let's aim it on the side of the mouse. There you go. 700 damage bonk right into his vehicle. And finally, we have our ammo rack back, which means we can actually get some good bonks. Okay. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're up to 2,600 damage. And the mouse is obviously a one-shot, so that guy's not much of a threat. Our E100 is pretty low, though. And the STB is making his way up the mid-ridge, which is obviously a pretty aggressive maneuver. I'm going to cross here. Kind of hoping we can possibly bonk the STB, but it looks like he's backing out of there. We got to move up a bit. We got the TVP shooting at us, but he's got HE loaded, which means he's really just not going to do much to us. Yeah, like 60 damage. Oh, no. Alright, so the STB has obviously backed up. Can't shoot the STB as of now. We have the ST2 getting bonked by the 50B. We're going to move out really, really quickly. Aiming, and there you go. 700 damage shell into that player. Obviously, that's going to hit pretty hard. Let's see. Let's reload again. We still have 5 heat shells left, which is more than enough. Looks like that 50B was almost going to run. Interesting. If that 50B does run, that would be really good for us. The problem is we've kind of boxed ourselves in here, and I don't really want to be in this spot, but the mouse is dead. Okay, that's pretty good. The real problem I'm worried about now is that TVP on the side. That's the major threat. It's not much else, but I just can't back out if here's the problem. Alright, well there's the 57 heavy aiming, and bonk, there you go, 692. Let's back up. Let's hope that our teammate... bro, that's not good. Yeah, we're dead. Unfortunately, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew in that battle. The mediums on my side made it so I basically couldn't back out of the position I put myself in because I was worried that TVP was going to clip me. So I kind of just stayed where I was next to the ST2, and we got permatracked and unfortunately died to the 50B. But we still did 4,070 damage, which was second on the team, and we did end up winning. So I can't really get too mad. That was still a pretty solid result for the V4. I think that first battle alone showcases where the V4 is incredibly capable. I mean, yes, the armor is not impervious. As you saw, we got penned quite a bit, but we also got a lot of bounces. And that's what's nice about this tank, is you can at least bounce about the same HP you have, which is nice. So essentially we have like 4,000 effective HP on this vehicle, and if you're up against an opponent that doesn't know where to aim, you have even more. So it is pretty nice in that regard. Now on this map, I have a couple options of where I can go. I can either go low, or I can go towards mid. I think I'm going to go to mid to begin with. I feel like that's just the most flexible spot for the most part. We could try and cross and deal with any vehicles that might make their way up, but they don't really have much I'm worried about going low. I mean, they don't have too many heavies. They only have 2 to begin with, a BZ and an AMX. So I don't know. I don't see much of an advantage to going down where our Manticore went. They have the AMX 13105. There goes the 13105. I can't. That's crazy. The V4 is just stupid fast, which allows you to get into aggressive positions. Unfortunately, even though we did clear their light tank, our player also got himself cleared, so kind of a 50-50 there. We got the BZ in front, and I'm just going to make an aggressive move really quick here. We're going to see if I can get a bonk into the BZ, and let's see. I'm just going to drive right on over. There you go. Nice 600 damage shell into his vehicle. Then we back on up. I mean, in this situation here... Oh, we got the arty. Wow. HE'd premium on me. That's kind of insane. There you go. Oh, we got another arty shooting. Oh, we got every single arty in the entire, like, solar system shooting at me. I got nothing else to say. But we did get 1900 out already, so that's pretty good. We have absolutely crapped on the BZ, and our team appears like they're winning the other side. Oh, but our Batchat nuked himself. That's really unfortunate. Alright, well, they have a lot of tanks down low. Uh-oh, and my game's lagging. That's crazy. Is my game actually going to crash? Oh, we're back. There you go. We're back. Wow. I have nothing to say about that there. Okay. Well, we are back. So we got... Oh, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. Alright, well, let's just shoot at the Stritzvon. Hopefully we can get the shell off without our game dying. Aiming. That should have hit the Sturv. I guess we'll find out. We did have heat loaded, so it's basically a guaranteed pen if we hit him there. But, again, there's only one way to find out. Alright, we got the 50B in mid. We have the minnow in the back. The Stritzvon does appear like he got hit. We're going to aim in on the Sturv again. Come on, back up. Oh. Don't know how much I trust this gun now. Unfortunate. But it looks like we are quite confidently winning this battle as of right now. So, this is a pretty easy dub, it appears. We're just going to move up at this point. Honestly, I don't care too much about the Stritzvon. We have enough mobility to easily get up in here. The Action 10 gets a nice shell out. However, oh my god, the arty just penned that player. I don't know what else to say. Alright, let's push the minnow really quick and see if we can get a shell into his tank. Don't know if we're going to be able to, but I guess we're going to find out. Here we go. We got the rear of the minnow. Aiming, and bonk. Armor not hit. Well... Sag. That's all I got. Sag. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please kill him, K91. Out. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're facing frontally now, so they shouldn't be able to hit me. Alright, we got the Patton off to the side. We got the TVP. There you go. Nice. And the 268 bounced me. Alright, well, apart from my game, like, dying halfway through, we're doing pretty solid right now. We got the 268 in front of me. We're going to reload. We're going to put a heat shell right into his hull. There you go. 757 shot. That's got to hurt ya. Then the 268 somehow managed to miss us, which is very unfortunate for him. Okay. So we're obviously just going to aim it on the 268. Never mind. K91 obviously has crazy good DPM, so he got the clear there. Well, this was a good game. I mean, we could have done a bit better, but I think we also hit the blind shot on the Sturv, so we're actually probably close to 4,000 damage. Just really annoying that my game died halfway through. Somebody, like anybody, if you know why it does that, please let me know in the comments, because it's seriously painful. But, exiting battle, let's take a look. There you go, that was a pretty solid game. 3,920 damage dealt, top on the team. I mean, that's the V4. You just drive, you get frontline, and you absolutely bonk people. And as we saw, it did a very, very good job in that game. So, I think the tank's kind of insane. Yeah, there's definitely situations where it falls apart, but when you can get it in the front line, it's kind of ridiculous. Today, I played a couple games in the V4, 3 in total, and I averaged 4,000 damage. We won 2 out of the 3 games. It was just a bonk fest. That's all it was. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this tank. I think it's absolutely insane. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.